Hi guys, my name is Bex, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm bringing to you my 2019 must-reads. So guys, today I'm going to be bringing you the 5 books I must read in 2019, and I should have made this video a little bit earlier in the year, so it is currently April and I have quite a few books to get through, but today I'm only bringing to you 5 of my priority books that I need to read, and I feel like I want to preface this by saying most of these books have been on my shelf for a very long time. 2 of these books I have had on my shelf literally since I started buying books. Like, these were like one of the first ones I bought and I still have not read them. So without further ado, let's get into the books that I need to read in 2019. Now, I do want to make a quick mention. There is one book missing from this list that I definitely must read, and that is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, but I'm currently reading, so it did not make it into the pile this year, and I'm loving it, just FYI, but you will hear about that in my wrap-up for April, and let's just get into the other books. So the first one is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. Now, this book has been sitting on my TBR since I got a TBR. Sarah J. Maas is one of my favourite writers. I absolutely adore the Court of Thorns and Roses series, and I still have not dived into this one. It might be because the series is massive. As you can see, I've got all of the books except for the last one, but it's such a big series that it makes me like very overwhelmed. But this is definitely on my list, and it follows Selena Sardothian, who is like, I believe, an assassin or something. And I don't really know anything about it other than that. I know that she's got a lot going on, and I want to find out. However, I read this in a first chapter challenge. I didn't end up picking it up, but it's definitely on my TBR for 2019. Next is another book that's been sitting on my TBR forever, and that is Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. I read the Mortal Instruments series while I was younger and really enjoyed it when I was younger, and I never really followed on from that, and I've heard this series and her next series is incredible, so I definitely want to dive into it. So it follows Tessa Gray, who crosses the ocean to find her brother, and her destination is in England, but something terrifying is waiting for her in London's downworld, where vampires, warlocks, and other supernatural folk stalk the gaslit streets. Only the Shadowhunters, warriors dedicated to ridding the world of demons, keep order amidst the chaos. She gets kidnapped and then learns she's a downworlder or something like that, so I'm gonna leave it at that, but really excited about this one. I've heard this has got a love triangle in it, which is not my favourite trope anymore, but we'll just see how it goes. Next up, we're moving into some more newer books, and the first one is The Librarian of Auschwitz by Antonio Turby. That's probably not how you pronounce his last name, so sorry about stuffing that one up. But I've been intrigued about this one for a very long time. I got it because I think it's important. It surrounds Auschwitz, and it surrounds a little girl who kind of takes over looking after books, and I thought it would be a really impactful story. My mum's already read it and said that it's definitely one that's powerful and it's important and I need to read it, so really excited about it. So it's based on the real-life Auschwitz prisoner Dieter Kraus. This is the incredible story of a girl who risked her life to keep the magic of books alive during the Holocaust, and I think that part of history is important to remember to ensure it doesn't happen again. So really excited to read this one. I think it's going to probably destroy me a little bit. I'm nervous, but I'm excited and I need to get to it this year. Next up, another one that I've been looking forward to reading for a very long time is The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. I've heard some amazing things about The Poppy War and I really want to dive in. It's another high fantasy, but it also doesn't shy away from brutality. I've heard there's just a lot in it and I'm excited to dive into it. I love high fantasy. The synopsis of this one says, opium runs through the heart of the Nicara Empire, a constant reminder of the war with the Federation of Mungan that brought it to the Empire's shores, a war that only ended thanks to 3 heroes, the Vipress, the Dragon Emperor, and the Gatekeeper, known as the Trifecta. They were legendary figures who each bestowed with godlike powers who united the warlords of the Empire against the Federation. Decades have passed, the Trifecta is shattered, the Dragon Emperor is dead, the Gatekeeper is missing, and the Vipress alone sits on the throne at Singard. Peace reigns, yet the poppy still remains. War orphan Fang Runan grew up with it. Her adopted family smuggles it throughout Rooster Province, making a living on the misfortune of those addicted to its smoke. But when Rin's parents force her into an arranged marriage, Rin refuses to accept her fate and fights her way to the prestigious military academy of Singard. She will learn of drug-filled shamanic powers thought to be myth. Powers which might defeat the Federation during its 3rd invasion, but the cost of some powers are too great to pay, even if it means winning a war that threatens to destroy an entire nation. Really excited about this one. I have high hopes. And I'm nervous about having high hopes going into high fantasy because what if I'm disappointed? But I still want to read this one, and it's another chunker. I've got some big books here, but I'm excited to see what R.F. Kuang does with this one. And I believe the next book comes out this year sometime, The Dragon Republic. So really, really interesting, and I definitely want to get to this one this year. And last but not least, the last book I want to get to in 2019 is Dread Nation by Justina Ireland. This one I bought straight away. The synopsis was amazing, and I've heard some amazing things about it. And it follows a girl named Jane who was born a few days before the dead started rising on the battlefield of Gettysburg. So it's kind of like a historical fiction with zombies. And this story revolves around the Negro and Native re-education program, which basically sends students to learn how to kill zombies. So really excited to see where this one goes. I've heard some amazing things, and I've also, it intrigued me straight away. So it's like shocked that I haven't read it yet, but I am excited. So those are the books that I want to get to this year, but I'm so excited to dive into all these books and hopefully let you know how I go, what I'll do at the end of the year. I will kind of redo this video and tell you guys how I went. So that's going to be very, very exciting, and hopefully I've got to all 5 of these as well as The Name of the Wind. But that is it for me today, guys. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, like, see more, and have not already, and chat to me down in the comments. Let me know what books you must read in 2019. I would love to hear. But that is it for me today, guys. I make videos every Monday and Thursday, and I'll see you in a new one. Bye!